every essay I've asked you to write for English 100 has asked you to include at least 2 outside sources. So quotes or paraphrases or summaries from articles, books, websites, etc. And up until now, I've been pretty lenient with what those sources are and where you found them. But as we work through this problem solution essay and move into our final paper of the semester, which is your research paper, I want you to begin to think about how to evaluate sources and include only really good quality, credible sources in your paper. So today I have for you 8 tips for finding great sources for your research papers and essays. And I do want to give credit to University of the People and the University of Louisville because I took some of this information from their websites about finding good sources. Number 1, make a research list of terms that you can use to search your topic. Sometimes you have to get creative. Sometimes just searching your topic won't give you enough good information. So you have to expand a little bit. Say, for instance, you were researching the problem of student loan debt, which is something I've asked you to look at in this class. So you could search the term student loan debt and probably get some good hits, but you also might want to search additional terms like student loan cancellation, student loan forgiveness, student loan problems, student loans United States, student loan government, student loan news. Each of those searches is going to give you slightly different information, and one of them might lead to the perfect source. Number 2, I never think it's a bad idea just to start with a good old-fashioned Google search, or even to check Wikipedia for information about your topic. But remember that Wikipedia is not considered a good source to put into your essays and research papers. Wikipedia is edited by the public, so the information may be inaccurate or flat out wrong. Number 3, Google has a special search engine called Google Scholar that is just for scholarly, peer-reviewed journal articles and sites. It's a great place for you to go to get nice quality sources. Again, that's Google Scholar. Speaking of that, number 4, scholarly databases are your best friend when it comes to research writing. And the OTC Library has a number of them housed on their webpage. Go to the OTC Library webpage and you can find all kinds of databases, things like EBSCO, LexisNexis, and many more. Library search engines and databases are peer-reviewed, which means they've been verified by somebody else, by experts, and they tend to be more accurate. Number 5, if you do find a website through a Google search that you think would be really good, try to stick to websites that end with .gov, .edu, or .org. They're not commercial sites, so they tend to be a little more reliable. Number 6, when you find a good source, see if that source has tags or keywords listed in the description. So a lot of scholarly articles, journal articles, will have keywords or tags, which are related words to your topic. So you might want to search those keywords or those tags to find additional good information. Number 7, remember that the OTC librarians are a really wonderful resource. You can access the librarians through the OTC Library webpage. You can talk to a librarian through that, or you can go in person and they can help you find good, appropriate sources for your essays and papers. And finally, number 8, when you're reviewing your potential sources, ask yourself about them. Does this seem believable? Does this seem like a credible source? Is the author qualified to write on the subject? Do I agree with the author's perspective? Sometimes even a really great source might just not feel right to you. Make sure that you believe and buy into everything that you are reading, because that will be a good litmus test for a credible source. Thanks.